Hello everyone and welcome to my General Hospital Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Christina accused of second attempt on Ava's life. Alexis regrets not having daughter committed? According to General Hospital spoilers, Christina Corinthos Davis may face charges for attempting to take Ava Jerome's life again. Will Alexis Davis regret not having her daughter committed, as Diane Miller suggested? Christina applied the brakes to what she thought was Ava's car before discovering she had sabotaged Rick Lansing's vehicle by accident. Rick and Elizabeth Baldwin became unintentional victims, and they may have died as a result of Christina's reckless behavior. However, Ava was definitely the intended victim, so Rick has been concerned that Christina may attack again. Because Ava persuaded Rick to participate in this blackmail plot rather than allowing him to call the cops on Christina, there is the possibility of more risk. Christina appears to have learned her lesson for the time being, but this may alter once she learns of Ava's leverage. Christina will undoubtedly be upset by Ava's insistence on Alexis making payments. That revelation may rekindle Christina's unstable side, causing her to go off the rails and attempt to take Ava's life again. Of course, it's likely that Ava will irritate someone else every now and then. Ava is known for making enemies, so another character may target her if the GH writers want to complicate this storyline any further. In that circumstance, Christina may be charged despite her innocence the second time around. Ava, Rick, Alexis, Diane, and even Lucky Spencer may believe Christina has devised another terrible scheme. Regardless, Alexis couldn't go through with having Christina commit, but she might regret it if Ava is gravely harmed. Ava may face a hard fight for survival once someone targets her, and Alexis may believe that someone is Christina, regardless of whether she is actually responsible. If Ava survives a dramatic incident, she may point the finger at Christina and eventually uncover the automobile sabotage as well. A vengeful Ava may decide to go all out against Christina and put her in jail. According to General Hospital spoilers, Diane's prophecies concerning the ramifications for Christina may come true, so we'll keep you updated on the chaos. Natalia betrays Sonny's trust, and Jordan ends things with Isaiah. Friday, April 18, 2025. Today on General Hospital, Joss follows Dalton throughout the hospital, Natalia and Sidwell's past is revealed, and Sonny tells Carly about his heart. Sonny takes Donna home to Carly's. Donna tells her mother about Dante's party, Rocco's discussion, and the fact that Daddy will be unable to attend. Donna departs and Carly questions Sonny about Laura's role in missing Rocco's big night. Sonny says it does, and he understands that their relationship is a liability for Laura. Carly believes he is doing the right thing, and if he wants to help Laura, he should move out of her way. Sonny refuses to discuss the referendum, but Carly insists that he let the vote take place rather than fight it. She believes he could live without the peers. Sonny claims that if he lets this go, his opponents would perceive him as weak, which she knows may be hazardous. Carly believes there must be another method to demonstrate his strength to his opponents. Sonny doesn't want to confront Laura, but their family's safety comes first, citing Michael's burns as an example. He also opens up about his cardiac troubles, which he has had to keep hidden. Carly is astonished and wonders who knows about his heart. He names Brick, Dante, Christina, Isaiah, and Natalia. Carly can't believe what she told Natalia. Sonny reveals that she caught him having an attack, but he no longer trusts her. He tells her about Natalia's relationship to Sidwell, and how Brick set him up with a physician in Los Angeles. Carly insists she will accompany him to the operation. At the hospital, Anna is with Emma, who is about to begin her court-ordered community service. Felicia meets with them and takes Emma to her first job. Felicia subsequently discusses Mac's concerns that this vote could remove Laura from power, putting Anna's position at risk. Anna is aware, and the ADA is watching her closely. In an exam room, Isaiah examines Joss' ankle. She claims she rolled it while hiking on Easter Island. Isaiah says she needs 6 weeks of physical therapy and must stay off her ankle. Joss subsequently encounters Emma, who is in a bit of a mess. Emma reveals that she's assisting with art therapy, and the children have turned her into a canvas. Joss is impressed that she has time to volunteer, but Emma claims it is her community service for what happened at the crypt. Joss believes community service is overly harsh for a protest. Emma confesses that she has some priors, and Joss cannot believe she, of all people, has a dodgy history. Emma observes that not everyone has a daddy to buy them out of trouble. Emma runs off to remove gum out of her hair. Joss observes Professor Dalton exiting the elevator with a metallic bag and follows him. He scans a card and enters a restricted and secure chamber, reserved for approved research personnel only. Joss follows him even after he exits the lab. When he departs she texts Vaughn about their friend from PCU. Emma reconnects with Anna and Felicia and receives her next assignment, a papier-mâché class. Emma leaves and Felicia and Anna continue their conversation regarding Ada Turner. Anna claims Turner believes Jason murdered Cyrus and is giving her preferential treatment. Felicia admits she would not cover for him, but she does give Jason preferential attention. Anna says she has told Jason that if she finds evidence that he committed a crime, she will not turn a blind eye. Felicia observes that because Robert is not around to safeguard Anna, Laura's continued mayorship is more crucial than ever. Jason follows Sasha to her scan and appears moved to see the baby. Sasha is overjoyed since the baby is nearly developed. Jason asks whether he can email one of the images to Michael, which leads Sasha to question why. He believed that seeing her and the baby in good health would aid his recuperation. Sasha begs Michael to think about it since she does not want him to get more involved than necessary. However, she appreciates Jason's visit today. Lucy hangs up the phone at Deception and informs Maxie and Brook Lynn that their wrinkle cream is selling out at Natalie's boutiques in Los Angeles. Brook Lynn claims they are in the black, and it is only the second quarter. Lucy claims it's all thanks to Sidwell. Lucy says she needs to go and leaves, leaving Brook Lynn and Maxie perplexed because there is still work to be done. Jason returns later to meet Maxie and Brook Lynn after Sunny requested him to inform them that their firm may be in jeopardy due to Natalia's months of deception. Her ex-husband is Jen Sidwell. Brook Lynn inquires whether Sunny was aware of this at all times, to which Jason responds that he was only recently made aware. Maxie believes they should not have trusted Sidwell, and she doesn't care what Sasha says about him. She will not work with him again. Jason says, "What did Sasha say?" Maxie gives him the fast rundown. Sasha claimed the kidnapping was all about Holly, and she was cool with them working with Sidwell. Jason goes and Maxie is determined to break out of their agreement, claiming that nothing is guaranteed. She contacts Anna, who comes, and Maxie updates her about Sidwell and Natalia. Maxie wants to kick Sidwell out, but Anna feels it's a horrible idea because of Lucy. She claims Lucy is too fond of Sidwell so they should sit tight, and she would take care of it. Sidwell makes Jordan an offer. Jordan meets with Sidwell at Windmere to discuss his employment offer, which she describes as ambiguous. He says she can choose her own title, and all he needs her to do is represent his interests in Port Charles. She is friends with Laura, Anna, and Drew, three of the town's most powerful people. Jordan realizes her bond with Drew is over, and he can't pay her enough to mend it. Sidwell notes that Drew is a powerful man who should be on their side. Furthermore, her new employment would enable her to keep an eye on him. He inquires if they have a deal. She plans to have her lawyer evaluate the generous contract. Sidwell will be very demanding of her intelligence, time, and energy, leaving little time for a personal life. Lucy arrives and wonders what Jordan is doing here. Sidwell reveals that Jordan is going to work for him. Jordan comments that she hasn't said yes yet, but Jens is confident she will. Jordan takes off. Sidwell says he heard her cream was sold out. She gives him a sample of their new cream along with his zincite and tells him they are swamped with orders. She says they need to talk business and invites Natalia over. Jens is overjoyed to hear this, since Natalia has always had an amazing business sense. Lucy is perplexed. Always. Jens admits that Natalia is his ex-wife. Lucy is startled, and Jens expected Natalia would have told them when they first met. But he wanted to make sure he was completely truthful with her going forward. Natalia arrives, and Lucy questions why she didn't tell them she was married to Jens. Natalia thought it was irrelevant, and she planned to tell them when Sidwell arrived in town. Sidwell assures Lucy that he is comfortable working with Natalia, and that their marriage was long gone, so they can move forward with this. Lucy informs Natalia that Tracy never wanted her on board, and her days at Deception are numbered. Lucy storms out, and Natalia is upset at Sidwell for informing Lucy. She also claims Sunny knows and is out for blood, Jens inquires how Corinthos reacted. She claims Sunny broke off their working relationship. Sunny was the one who appointed her CFO for deception. Jens believes that relationship is finished and wonders if it was the reason she saw a cardiologist in Los Angeles with Sunny. She cannot believe he is following her. Jens claims he's the only one who can protect her now that Sunny knows she's at deception. He can help her stay, but he requires certain information. He understands that her reunion with Marco went horribly, and he can try to heal their relationship. Help him and he will help her. Natalia reveals to Seidel that Sunny need open heart surgery. Sasha is on her way to becoming a quartermain. When Sasha gets home, Olivia wonders how long she intends to take maternity leave. Sasha hadn't considered it. How does it work to live here without a job? Olivia says not to worry about it. Everyone adores her, she's wonderful with the kids, and she even keeps Tracy in her place. Olivia claims she's well on her way to becoming a true quartermain. Sasha wonders if she merely says that because of her baby. Olivia understands how she feels as she married into the family. She assumed Tracy, who didn't attend the wedding, was boycotting it, but she wrote her a card welcoming her and Leo into the family. Tracy shows Sasha the note, and Sasha is astounded that Tracy can be so kind and caring. Olivia explains that anytime she is at her wit's end with this family, she turns to this letter. If the quartermains adopt someone as family, it's because they deserve it, and Sasha is now one of them. Jason returns later and confronts Sasha, wondering how she could sell out to Sidwell. Say it isn't so, Jordan. Jordan visits Isaiah at the hospital and informs him of her new role as COO for Sidwell's company. He tells her, "You cannot be serious." Isaiah believes this is taking risk to a new level, and what if he's onto her and playing her? She believes Sidwell likes her, which puts her in a position to take him down. Isaiah asks, "What about what we have?" Jordan thinks it has to stop. Sunny's heart condition spills, Natalia's secret is revealed, and Jason connects the dots. General Hospital recaps for Friday, April 18th highlight a busy day in Port Charles. If you missed the show, don't worry. CTS has a comprehensive recap of everything that happened. Emma Drake has already begun her community service by helping at General Hospital. Felicia Scorpio assigns her the responsibility of assisting with art therapy, then shifts her focus to Anna Devane once Emma departs. Felicia is concerned about the Esplanade referendum, and they debate how Anna's position as police chief is safer with Laura Collins in office as mayor. Jocelyn Jacks is also at the hospital, having her ankle examined by Isaiah Gannon. He informs her that she has a torn ligament and would feel better after 6 weeks of physical therapy. He asks Joss how she damaged it, and she fabricates an excuse about something that happened while she was on Easter Island. Joss then begins to follow Professor Dalton around the lab, and once he leaves, she texts Vaughn to let him know she is keeping an eye on their friend. Sasha Corbin is starting to fit in with the quartermains. Sasha Corbin invited Jason Morgan to accompany her to attend the baby's sonogram. After it's over, he asks whether he can send a sonogram photo to Michael Corinthos, which Sasha doesn't think is a good idea. She is concerned that it will send the message that she wants him engaged with the kid. Sasha returns home and ends up speaking with Olivia Quartermain. Olivia informs her that she is becoming a member of the family, explaining that it is because she fits in. She shares a note that Tracy Quartermain wrote to her years ago, demonstrating her kindness. Liv stated that whenever she is annoyed with her family, she pulls out the message and reread it, because it reminds her of the good that exists. Natalia Ramirez's name is on everyone's mind. During the General Hospital April 18th episode, Sunny returns Donna Corinthos to Carly Spencer, and the two have a serious conversation. First, he says that he will miss Rocco Falconeri's argument in order to avoid causing Laura any trouble at a school event. Carly encourages Sunny not to take any action over the referendum. Whatever the citizens decide, let it stand. Don't dispute it in court. Sunny says that he must fight back because otherwise he will appear weak, making the family dangerous. Sunny also finally told Carly he needed open heart surgery. Carly swears she will accompany him to his procedure, which is a week away. She wonders who else knows, and he counts off family members before revealing that Natalia Ramirez knows. Sunny explains that he cut her off after learning that she is Jen Sidwell's ex-wife. Deception's new wrinkle cream is flying off the shelves, leaving Lucy Co. Brook Lynn Quartermain, and Maxie Jones ecstatic. Lucy goes to Sidwell's to deliver him the wonderful news. When she comes, he is conversing with Jordan Ashford about a job opportunity. After Jordan departs, Lucy informs Jens of the excellent sales news, and informs her that Natalia will be arriving shortly to discuss some business. He tips his hand, happily informing Lucy that Natalia is his ex-wife. Lucy is outraged and assures Natalia that she won't be working for Deception for much longer. Meanwhile, back at Deception, Jason enters and informs Maxie and BLQ that Sonny wants them to know Natalia has been lying to them. He reveals that she was previously married to Sidwell, and Maxie and Brook Lynn agree that Natalia should leave. Maxie admits she would never have accepted to work with Sidwell if Sasha hadn't come along and revealed her captivity. She basically stated that Sidwell is not a bad guy at all. Jason leaves to find Sasha. Friday, April 18, 2025. Back at Sidwell's, he encourages Natalia to make a deal with him because she is going to lose her job and her children want nothing to do with her. He makes it apparent that he had her followed to a cardiologist in Los Angeles and wants information about Sonny. She crumbles and informs him that Sonny requires open heart surgery. Jason goes home to the Quartermains, and Sasha advises him to send a prenatal image to Michael. He reacts by questioning why she sold out to Sidwell. According to General Hospital spoilers, Willow Corinthos and Drew Quartermain's sickening affair has left fans cold. The fans is in full outrage, despising this coupling in each half of its nasty core. Social media is a battle zone of complaints, with people demanding that the showrunners act quickly, either write Willow and Drew out or face losing ratings. The hatred for this duo is so strong that their departures may be the only way to save GH from a fan revolt. General Hospital spoilers. Drew's despicable betrayal. Drew's fall from grace is complete, and supporters are completely appalled. Taking his nephew Michael Corinthos' wife was bad enough, but starting the affair on the Quartermain nursery floor? That will go down in GH history as one of the most revolting moments. Drew's a creep now, plain and simple. One fan wrote online, "We are sick of his smug expression." His betrayal of Michael has turned the audience against him, and the disgust is evident. Spoilers suggest Drew's time in Port Chuck is running out as the authors try to salvage ratings from this PR crisis. GH spoilers suggest that Willow's weak facade will crumble. Willow is no longer winning hearts. She has lost the audience totally. Fans are fed up with her naive, foolish, and manipulative personality, despite her feeble attempts to appear fierce. Willow's time in the Dawn of Day cult and being fooled by her mother, Harmony Miller, should have taught her a lesson, but she's still a pushover. Her romance with Drew only reveals her hypocrisy, and fans ask her to leave. Rumors claim she may be leaving soon to please the dissatisfied fans. But do supporters really want both halves of this duo knocked off? General Hospital spoilers. Ratings on the line. Fans are outraged at the Willow-Drew mess, and GH's ratings are suffering as a result. This ongoing shady scandal is well known, and neither character appears to be redeemable. Viewers are calling for Michael to heal, return home and face justice, or for Nina Reeves to reveal Drew's double existence, but most just want them gone. "They're dragging the show down," one fan wrote. "Cut them loose or we'll tune out." With the outcry so loud, the writers may have no choice but to send Willow and Drew packing to save the program. Will you miss them? Christina's shocking actions have once again sent shockwaves through Port Charles, as she stands accused of a second attempt on Ava's life. The tension between these two women has reached a boiling point, leaving the community in disbelief over the escalating violence. The first attempt was already a scandal that rocked the town, but this second alleged attack suggests a dangerous obsession that Christina may harbor toward Ava. Friends and family are left questioning what could have driven Christina to such extremes, especially after the fallout from the initial incident should have served as a warning. Meanwhile, Alexis finds herself consumed by regret, wondering if she should have taken more drastic measures to protect her daughter and others from Christina's volatile behavior. The thought of having Christina committed now weighs heavily on her, as she reflects on the signs she may have missed or downplayed in the past. Alexis has always been a fierce defender of her children, but this situation forces her to confront the painful possibility that enabling Christina's actions, whether through inaction or denial, may have contributed to the current crisis. The history between Christina and Ava is fraught with betrayal, jealousy, and unresolved conflict. Some speculate that Christina's rage stems from Ava's past manipulations, particularly those involving Sonny, a man who has played a pivotal role in both women's lives. Others believe Christina's mental state has been deteriorating for some time, and this latest incident is a symptom of a much deeper issue. Whatever the root cause, the consequences of this feud are becoming increasingly dire, with Ava's life seemingly hanging in the balance. As the investigation unfolds, the legal ramifications for Christina could be severe. If proven guilty, she may face serious charges, including attempted murder, which could result in significant prison time. This prospect terrifies Alexis, who knows all too well the harsh realities of the justice system. She is torn between her duty as a mother to stand by Christina and her moral obligation to ensure that Ava receives justice. The strain on their relationship is palpable, with Christina oscillating between defiance and desperation, while Alexis struggles to reconcile her love for her daughter with the gravity of the situation. The community's reaction has been mixed. Some, knowing Ava's controversial past, are hesitant to paint her purely as a victim, recalling her own schemes and betrayals. Others argue that no matter Ava's history, no one deserves to be targeted in such a violent manner. The divide in public opinion only adds to the tension, with alliances shifting as new details emerge. For Ava, the trauma of being targeted again is overwhelming. She has spent years navigating the dangerous waters of Port Charles, always managing to stay one step ahead of her enemies. But this latest attack or near attack has left her shaken, questioning who she can trust. Her usual confidence is replaced by paranoia, and even her closest allies are unsure how to support her. Some urge her to leave town for her own safety, while others encourage her to stand her ground and fight back. The psychological toll on all involved is immense. Christina, if indeed guilty, is clearly in the grip of something dark and uncontrollable. Whether it's untreated mental illness, blinding rage, or a twisted sense of justice, her actions suggest a woman who has lost her way. Alexis's guilt over not intervening sooner is eating away at her, making her question every decision she's made as a parent. And Ava, whether she admits it or not, is grappling with fear in a way she never has before. As the days pass, the stakes only grow higher. Will Christina be arrested? Or will lack of concrete evidence allow her to evade consequences once again? Will Alexis take steps to ensure her daughter gets the help she needs, even if it means going against Christina's wishes? And how will Ava respond? Will she seek revenge? Or will she focus on protecting herself from further harm? One thing is certain. This feud has moved beyond personal grudges and into something far more dangerous. The lives of these three women are now intertwined in a deadly game, and the fallout could change Port Charles forever. We can virtually see her walls rising as she strives to maintain her independence. Pushing Lucky away, however, may isolate her and possibly ignite conflict, threatening to destroy their new love story. Is she protecting herself or destroying her heart? General Hospital spoilers. Is there a hidden threat? Just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, a shadow approaches. Rumors circulate that someone, even a rival like Rick, may use Elizabeth's vulnerable status as an opportunity to attack. Her rehabilitation leaves her vulnerable, both physically and mentally, and he has never been anything but exploitative. Could Rick, still sore from the crash, make a move? If Elizabeth removes herself from Lucky, she risks losing her strongest ally just when danger strikes. Will she be able to overcome her reluctance to trust Lucky after the way he abandoned her and destroyed her heart in the past? There's no doubt that this was a difficult decision, but someone had to make it. General Hospital chose Daniel Goddard over Brandon Barish. It appears that General Hospital opted to hire Daniel Goddard as the new professor at Port Charles University. The actor was once well known for his role as Kane on The Young and the Restless. There was some anticipation that the show's producers may bring back Brandon Barish, who was sacked from Days of Our Lives. As many people recall, Brandon used to play Johnny Zacra in Port Charles. But this certainly did not happen. Fans have expressed disappointment that Daniel has returned to the canvas, while Brandon continues to struggle to find a job in the entertainment sector. After all, Daniel Goddard isn't particularly popular among fans. It was believed several years ago that he was also sacked from The Young and the Restless because he refused to have his character romantically associated with actress Beth Maitland, who plays Tracy Abbott on the program. However, Others have argued that Daniel's tenure on General Hospital is only transitory. That's why he's probably doing everything he can behind the scenes to convince the producers that he has what it takes to be a full-time cast member. It's unclear whether Brandon will return to Port Charles to reprise his role as Johnny. Fans of General Hospital would undoubtedly like to see him return to the small screen. General Hospital news. Will Brandon Barish return? So yet, the producers have not commented on the situation, but we will keep you updated with all of the latest information as it becomes available. It goes without saying that General Hospital viewers will have to tune in every day to find out what happens next. According to General Hospital teasers, Sasha's new secret raises the potential of Robert Scorpio returning to the canvas. Continue reading below for everything you need to know. General Hospital spoilers. Sasha's new secret means Robert Scorpio is returning. Anyone who has been watching the most recent General Hospital episodes will know that Sasha's Scorpio status not only strengthens her bond with Maxie, but also connects her to Mac and Felicia. Furthermore, it has been stated that pairing Sasha with Jason or reuniting her with Michael immediately makes the character more relevant, front and center, than any Cody or Brando relationship ever could. Not only that, but Sasha's kid will be the first child to connect the Scorpios to all of the other legacy families in Port Charles, making her and Michael's child the most significant legacy-connected baby ever born on the show. As our regular readers would imagine, General Hospital fans have had a lot to say about the situation on social media. Some have even said, "I wish she wasn't Holly's daughter, but I'm glad she's Robert's daughter. I'd want to watch her chat to Robin." General Hospital spoilers. What's next for Sasha? Her bond with Maxie and the kids is excellent. I hope she weren't carrying Michael's child either. Another fan commented, "Holly has been in town many times and never mentioned it. All these years later." No. A better explanation would be that she was Anna's baby after Grant Putnam raped her. Maybe retcon the length of time she was held hostage and hypnotized to forget her time there. Just my thoughts. There was also this comment. In my opinion, they should be introducing new characters with no or limited biological connections to existing characters, or introducing new families. Michael and Sasha's child will be linked to practically every existing family, making their future love chances extremely limited. It goes without saying that General Hospital viewers will have to tune in every day to find out what happens next. Jocelyn's life had always been a whirlwind of emotions, but nothing could have prepared her for the mess she found herself in now. It had started with a simple misunderstanding, a tiny crack in the foundation of her carefully constructed world, but that crack had widened into a chasm, swallowing her whole. She had trusted the wrong people, made decisions based on emotion rather than logic, and now she was paying the price. The weight of her mistakes pressed down on her shoulders, making it hard to breathe. Everywhere she turned, there were reminders of what she had lost. Friendships shattered, trust broken, and a future that now seemed uncertain at best. She had always prided herself on being strong, but this time, she wasn't sure she could fix things. The mess was too big, the damage too deep, and yet, giving up wasn't an option. Jocelyn had never been one to back down from a challenge, no matter how impossible it seemed. She just had to figure out where to start. Meanwhile, across town, Sidwell was busy crafting a proposition that could change everything. He had been watching Jocelyn's situation unfold from a distance, analyzing every move, every misstep. To him, her chaos was an opportunity, one he had no intention of wasting. Sidwell was a man who thrived on strategy, on turning weaknesses into strengths, and he saw potential in Jocelyn's desperation. He knew she was backed into a corner, and that made her vulnerable. But vulnerability in his eyes was just another form of leverage. His proposal was simple, at least on the surface. He would offer her a way out, resources, connections, a chance to rebuild what she had lost. In return, he would ask for something she might not be willing to give. Sidwell wasn't a man who did favors out of kindness. There was always a price. And this time the price was high. He had spent years building his empire, and now he saw a chance to expand it, using Jocelyn as the key. The question was, would she take the deal? Would she trust him, knowing full well that his help came with strings attached? Or would she refuse, choosing to face her mess alone rather than risk falling into another trap? Sidwell leaned back in his chair, a slow smile spreading across his face. He loved games like this, the push and pull, the uncertainty, the thrill of the gamble. Whether Jocelyn accepted or not, he would win. If she said yes, he gained an asset. If she said no, her downfall would serve as a warning to others who might dare to cross him. Either way, he held all the power. But there was one variable he hadn't fully accounted for: Maxie. Maxie had never been one to sit quietly on the sidelines, especially when it came to Jocelyn. The two had a history. Complicated, messy, filled with betrayal and unspoken grudges. Maxie had watched as Jocelyn's life unraveled, and while part of her wanted to gloat, another part burned with fury. Because Maxie knew Sid well.